either way, you didn't beat us. And the time before that, you didn't beat us. So, man ain't worried about you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'll be real.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Last season where you nearly won the league, you didn't beat us.
Okay.
Not once.
Arsenal didn't beat Fulham. Are Fulham better than Arsenal?
That's not the point. I'm saying I don't care about you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about you, man.
Fun and games until a ball got to get kicked.
Listen, man. You see that Klopp aura and that aura started to fade. You know the ones, and now it's not even Klopp no more. It's not even Klopp no more, bro. You see the aura thing that you had, the aura thing that you had. I can't wait because, brother, I swear to you, bro, you man need to win, bro. Because, blood, if we beat Liverpool, brother, I'll be real, change your number.
You're proving my point. No, you're proving your point. We're fucking 15th. It's on the. We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. There's no European football next year.
Good afternoon, people. We are back for another episode of Big Six Bant, and it is title talk. We are back. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, no title talk last week. Obviously, a few things had to be done and whatnot, but we are back at title talk. Rums is our panelist for Liverpool today, of course, and you know the regulars of Hooks and D who are part of this panel. Big up to them. Make sure you subscribe to FanZone TV and Halftime Hooks. It's in the description below. You don't know where to find the man them, so go get that done. You know what I'm saying? Big up for getting us to 22,100. You know what I'm saying? Next up, 22,200. You know what I'm saying? We still going up in hundreds. I don't care what no one says. Don't care how many subscribers we're on. We still going up in the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Every milestone counts. Every milestone counts. So big up everyone. Make sure you smash the like button as well. Shout out Master Blue in the house, certified here as well. DJ Denz is here as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up your damn selves, Mr. Anderson.
Question. Not gonna address his question of certain man wearing Ops jerseys. Not gonna.
It's simple, bro. If I get bought something as a gift, I'm gonna wear it. As long as it's not English team, I'll wear it, bro. It's simple as that.
No matter what it is.
I mean, Rums, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind wearing that PSG shirt. I'd wear it.
If it's not an English team and someone buys me a jersey, I didn't pay for this.
They knocked you out of the Champions League last season, you know.
Say that again.
They knocked you out of the Champions League last season, you know.
Yeah, that was last season.
You look a bit too happy in the Ops jersey, you know what I mean? But I hear it.
I'm happy, you know me. I'm happy regardless, bro.
Forget what they say. Personally, I really like that top. I really like it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't act like. Remember when PSG were doing the Jordan drip and that? I didn't even go that far. Everyone was rocking it. I've only got the top.
Balmain Paris.
Yeah, the Balmain thing and that, bro. Everyone was rocking it, bro. I was seeing anyone that supported anyone was rocking it. But I like this top. The thing is with this, I actually like pink and black go well together, innit? So and white. So I like the top still.
Big up, man. But listen, you lot 250 in the house already. We're not even couple of minutes after the intro, so you don't know what to do. Of course, we got a few things we need to speak about. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we had the game, Arsenal versus Liverpool, where Liverpool emerged victorious with a stunner of a free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai, my right back. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Arsenal secured the signature of Hincapie is how you say his name as well, on deadline day. Liverpool did lose out on their defensive target in Mark Gahey, where Glasner threatened to walk if the signing went through, and it didn't, so they stopped his move last minute. But Liverpool also managed to sign Alexander Isak on deadline day as well. So, you know, hashtag both of them in full effect. Newcastle in the mud, and they can hold that. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up for them for getting Wiesa and them man there, man. I still rate that. You know what I'm saying? Still rate all of that. But listen, first thing we need to speak about, obviously, we'll recap on the game a little bit. Just briefly, because obviously now that everything's kind of settled down, you look at the game. A lot of people are critical of Mikel Arteta, and I think that Arsenal probably didn't come to play as much as they should have. I don't know what you guys think, but I think Liverpool handled the game well defensively. I think both teams were good defensively. What did you guys think?
No, you don't deserve to win the game overall. I still don't think that free kick should have gone in though, man. I still think Raya should have done better than that. I don't know.
That's a banger.
Thank you. I'm hearing man say, "Oh, no keeper would save that." I think
I don't think a lot of people say that, bro. It dips too quickly. It dips too quickly. Like when it hits, when it hits the post in, how harder it is to save when it hits the post in it. Like it's not so much. It's how much it goes like this. Like if it was more side.
This is what I'll say to you. This is what I'll say to you. Do you remember when Arsenal went to Old Trafford end of last season and Bruno scored the free kick?
Yeah, that was shit.
I think Raya's a top keeper for me.
He should have done better there. He was nowhere near that. He should have done better.
I know, no, but my point is, even if you look, I've watched that free kick many times, yeah. I still think his positioning could have been slightly better, but I think he was too far on the right, in my opinion. Because, bro, I rate Raya highly. After Alisson, in my opinion now, he is the best keeper in the league. I'm not hearing anyone else. But I feel like sometimes his position lets him down. Even the penalty shootout last season against United, bro, diving before the pens or too far to one of the side of the goal than the other. I feel like sometimes his positioning could be off. I agree with D. I feel like he could have done better with that. I'm taking nothing away from it.
People are saying off the post, but I'm talking about saving it before he hit the post. Like there's
yeah.
Before it hits the post, I don't know, man. Like obviously it's a great free kick done to Bozo, but end of the day, Liverpool.
Joe Hart. Joe Hart broke down the free kick as and he said even I agreed with Joe Hart. I think the way it dips, could his position have been a little bit better? Yeah, but the way it dips and hits the post, that's what for me put it out of reach. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a wonderful free kick. But D, what was you gonna say?
No, I think this game shows. Even though we're talking about attacking, everyone's talking about attacking and Arteta and stuff like that. I'm just going to go to praising certain players. And I think this game and the Newcastle game for Liverpool show why Van Dijk is the best centre-back of all time. I think these two games...
Of all time?
Of all time,
bro. Standard. He's the best centre-back.
Do you know what?
Wait. You've been taking your vitamins today. You've been taking your vitamins today, D. What's going on?
I've always said that. I've always said that. I'm the one that argues for it. Van Dijk is the best centre-back of all time. I've seen all of them. I've seen all the guys that everyone talks about. The Ramoses, the Maldinis, the Nestas, the Cannavaros. I've seen all of them. I'm the only one that says he is by far and away the best centre back I've ever seen. And the reason why I'm saying that as well, you can't get better than what listen. Do you know what it is when people say he's the best centre back of all time? Yeah, like you can't get better than what he is. So you can match it if you want, but you can't get better than that. And you're not going to see a centre back better than that. You will see a centre back as good as. You'll never see a centre back better than that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist. So the first thing is is the best centre back of all time. The second thing is these two games showed why. Both of these games showed why he's the best centre back because he was the only reason why they managed to get through the Newcastle game, and it's the only reason why they managed to get past the Arsenal game. He's the only reason. There's anyone else that's playing with any of those players, it just doesn't work. He's the only reason, bro. He's the best centre back you will ever see. And people can say, "Oh no, he's not Maldini." I saw Maldini when they don't even know that Maldini was a right back before he was a left back.
He was, yeah.
Maldini was a right back, then a left back, then a centre back, then back to left back. They don't even remember Cannavaro. They don't remember Lucio. These guys, I remember these guys growing up. These are the guys that Van Dijk, is whatever you see and whatever you're saying that you're gonna see. There's only a level. You can't get higher than Van Dijk's level. That's the point I'm making. Whether people think Ramos or all of this stuff, that's fine, but you cannot get higher than what Van Dijk is doing. There's no centre. But I wasn't alive for the Beckenbauers and the Bobby Moores and all those guys, so I can't talk about them guys. But Van Dijk is. People can say what they want, but you've never seen anything as good as that before. I've seen Terry, Ferdinand, Rio, Ledley King, Stam. They weren't as good as Van Dijk, bro. They weren't as good as Van Dijk. They weren't as good as Van Dijk. No one was as strong as Van Dijk. Van Dijk has never been barged off the ball ever. He's never been outpaced.
Once by Raheem Sterling. Once by I know.
But every time something
happens, let Martinelli chief him up as well.
Chief him up. Every time there's a battle with Van Dijk and he loses the battle, it becomes a big deal because it hardly ever happens. It becomes a big deal because it never ever happens. He's never out of position. He's a rock star. No matter who he plays with, they look world class. No matter who Van Dijk plays with, you play with Matip's world class. You play with Gomez is world class. You play with Konate is world class. Whoever Van Dijk plays with becomes world class. That's how good Van Dijk is. Van Dijk can play left centre back and right centre back better than everyone in the world. There's no centre back, even in this day and age, in the last 10 years, that are even close to this guy. Let alone now. Like now, when people talk about Saliba and Gabriel and that, them man are not. They're a level below Van Dijk. They're a level below. Van Dijk's up there in a tier of his own. It's like Messi when he's on his own. He's on his own. He's completely on. See Van Dijk, yeah, he's in the bracket of Messi and Ronaldo.
You're gonna make me shed a tear.
I'm being serious, bro.
Full screen this guy, man. Full screen this guy, man. Ah, damn, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm being serious. I've been saying this for ages, bro. Van Dijk's in the Messi and Ronaldo category, bro. He's in that tier, bro. You get me? That's where he is, bro.
Do you know what? At first I was a bit like shocked with what you said, yeah, because obviously your time is your opinion, but because you see when you normally think of the best centre back of all time debate, like you said, the Moores, Beckenbauers, the Baresis, the Maldinis, Yapstan, Cannavaro, they all come up. But I weren't old enough to see them not in their prime. So I would say Van Dijk's the best ever centre back I've seen in it. But I haven't seen as much centre backs as you. But normally the general consensus is Van Dijk's in the conversation. But yeah, like there's still people.
He can't use it.
Yeah, but you know what they do. You see what it is. You see what it is. Roms. Yeah. What happens is, you know, art gets more expensive with time, doesn't it? It becomes more of a classic over time. Yeah. That's what happens with classic material. And you see, like right now, you will say De Bruyne, he's nowhere near Gerrard. In 8 years' time, you might start appreciating how good De Bruyne was, and then you start comparing him to certain players. Like for us, we say Gerrard's way clear of De Bruyne, but then over time, you start appreciating it. Van Dijk is in that bracket now, where maybe now you might not appreciate it now, but in 10 years' time, you're going to be like, you know what? There was no one that was even close to this guy. Do you know what defender comes close to Van Dijk?
I agree with you. I don't think
Van Dijk is comfortably, bro. Me and Roms, we don't even like discuss how good Van Dijk is because it's a week in, week out thing.
Word, it's become the norm for
So sometimes I was the other day, someone was like, "Rah, Konate was immense against Arsenal," and he was. Konate was very good in the game that we played against you guys, and then someone said, "What about Van Dijk?" I thought he was brilliant as well, and I said, "Yeah, Van Dijk's," and I kind of just like, yeah, like,
you brush it off.
That's that every week. But then I kind of beat it. I was like, bro, why am I sitting here normalizing what this guy's doing? It's not normal.
He never has a bad game, bro. He has a bad game once every 3 years.
He'll make one not error. He won't be there to save the day, and that's classed as him being having a bad game.
Because his bad game is another centre back's greatest game, like probably their best game they're ever going to play.
I'm going past all that. I'm not doing this whole half-height. I've gone past all that. You see what you're saying? His bad game is another centre back's greatest game, bro. His best game no one's ever been as good as that ever. That's what I'm on.
Do you know
his best game you can't match?
Do you know why it's refreshing to even hear what you just said? Yeah, because I can't remember who it was, but I was watching a podcast the other day, and someone said, like, nostalgia can cloud a lot of these debates. Yeah, have you realized in modern day football, if you say someone is currently playing can chat to people of the past, it automatically gets shut down. Like, look, I'm not going to open this can of worms again because Monts and D, you two have gone back and forth, but even the Suarez and Henry debate, right? I'll say from now, I think Henry was better. Monts obviously thinks Suarez was, right? But it's like people think that can't be a conversation just because one's more recent than the other. I feel like nostalgia sometimes can just automatically give the older player the advantage. Like, oh, what you saying? You didn't watch football back then. It's like, no, sometimes players that are playing now can hang with them guys, can be in them conversations. So it's actually
They can do, but the difference is with Henry and Suarez, for example, when you're comparing yesteryear and now, is when you look at both players, whatever Suarez was doing, we haven't seen a peak what Henry was doing. So when we saw what Suarez was doing, yes, we could say he's got accolades and he was playing at a high level, but we've seen that before with Henry.
Yeah, he's saying with Van Dijk, we haven't seen it. He's saying
we
with Van Dijk.
We ain't seen what Van Dijk. Everyone can say they have, and yeah, this guy was as good as that guy, and they're cool. But the only thing that only argument that stacks up is the strikers are not as good. That's the only argument that people can say, which is a fair comparison. Yeah, you ain't got the strikers of the Henry. You're not playing against Henry and Ian Wright and even the lower level players like the Andy Johnsons. These guys were 30 goal season strikers, you know, Kevin Phillips and Niall Quinns. These guys are 20 goal season strikers.
That's a very important part of the argument, though.
No, it is. It is. That's
I would argue that's the most important part of the argument.
But then you could
also say that Messi and Ronaldo were at their peak, weren't at that time either. Like Messi and Ronaldo,
the two best ever,
and he's done both of them, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like that word.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know
and these are also some of the record breakers. The records are there to be broken, and the guys that Van Dijk has played against have broken the records of those that were worshipped as well. So that's another.
I think I feel like in conversations there needs to be a little bit of balance in it when you have conversations in it. And like, don't get me wrong, if you wanted to say the type of defender Van Dijk is, like the way he defends, probably the best of all time, fair play. If you want to say currently Van Dijk is the best defender in the world, fair play. When you start moving into realms of best of all time and better than Maldini and better than Nestor and better than, you know, John Terry and these, man, cool. Football is that is basically subjectivity in it. Like, everyone can have their own opinion in it, you know.
Yeah, that we literally said these opinions
the realm of subjectivity in it, but
it's an unpopular opinion what these said. Yeah,
VDD, like in realms of Messi and Ronaldo, I think we're going a bit far. Especially, and you know why? Because the flip side is Messi and Ronaldo, they went up against a whole host of not even just bad man defenders, bad man mid, like DMs, bad man mid. They went up against a whole host of like they're at the level that they're at because they batted up bare different man that man rated, didn't it? Like I just don't know about the people that Van Dijk has gone up against, didn't it? Now I'm not saying I'm not saying that he's, again, because I'm always very conscious when I'm speaking in a Liverpool heavy chat in it, because you say 9 good things and then 1 bad thing, and it's like you're enemy of the state.
No, Hooks, that's live. That's live. That's not Liverpool.
No. It's honestly, it's just with Liverpool fans. But
no. Hooks, that's life in general, bro. You can say 9 good things. One bad thing. Honestly, people remember the bad thing, bro.
No. Honestly, I promise you, it's just Liverpool fans, isn't it? But let's be real. Like, Virgil van Dijk is currently, and probably for the last, I don't know, 7 to 8 years, best defender in the world. But outside of that, I don't know, innit? Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and it is what it is, innit? But I don't know, man. And definitely making like grand conclusions off of the back of like winning 3-2 at Newcastle and 1-0 against Arsenal. I don't know. To me, it seems like, I don't know, a bit too much in it. But obviously,
yeah. But do you want to know where? Before I get to the super chats, do you want to know where I stand? I don't, and surprisingly, I don't actually stand with D, because as I said, D's seen more than me. But what I say, don't get me wrong, VVD is the best defender I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And obviously, even though I was around with the Stamps, I was around with them, man, I wasn't an adult. And I always like to think, when you're an adult, even though you've seen it, when as an adult, you understand the game a bit more. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair to say.
That's why what D's saying is valid, because we didn't see the Maldini's races. We weren't old enough to understand. He was. Yeah.
But me personally, I don't go as far as D. I think Van Dijk still has to probably win a few more things to touch. Maybe, as I said, the Rios the Maldinis, the Baresi's, like a few of those guys, just in terms of accolades.
No,
but hold on, let me land. But my opinion is, in terms of the 2019 Van Dijk, I'm very specific when I have this argument. When we talk about Van Dijk, I'm talking about the 2019 Van Dijk from 2017 to 2020. That is the best. That is the best. I don't think it gets better. Before that ACL, I don't think it gets better than that. That version of Van Dijk.
It don't get much better than what we've seen now. He's not as good as he's not as good as no, but you're saying he's not as good. But you see now what he can do
that's
now.
How high the level was. The drop down from what he is now is still. I
don't think he's dropped down. What you're saying is that he doesn't look as athletic. You see what he's doing now. He's able to add experience to what he's had before, so he's able to now manage the games better. He knows exactly what to do. He never
has bad games, but he definitely has bad games. Like he's had.
He never loses the ball either. He's the best ball playing centre back in the league easily. He's the best defender, 1v1 defender. He's the best at defending corners. He's the most dangerous, arguably, with Gabriel at attacking corners. So all the attributes that you put someone else with, that you say that they could be better than him at, he's up there.
As a monster, his attributes wise, he's better than everyone. Attributes wise.
Like, but he's the best thinking. He's the best thinking defender as well,
and he's even the best passer. He's even the best, and he even can score free kicks. Like it's. I don't know if you remember Michael Owen speaking about Van Dijk when he speaks about he's stronger than everyone, he's faster than everyone. Like he's better on the ball than
every striker. Watch this, yeah. Speak to any striker, yeah, and they say who the hardest defender to play against. Every single person will tell you Van Dijk. And speak to anyone that says to you who when they say who's the hardest defenders, who the hardest striker they play against, or who's the best midfielder, most of them will say Dembele. If you speak to them about strikers, they'll give you a plethora of strikers. So Lescott, when I talk to Jolin, he says Sahar was the hardest striker he played against. If you talk to,
he said that on the pod as well. I think if Aki said that on the pod.
If you speak to another centre back, they might say it was Andy Johnson or Suarez. Nobody.
What do you reckon JT would say? A lot of people are throwing JT's name in there. Obviously, we know JT's one of the.
I want to go on a key point.
But obviously, I was just asking obviously with JT and that. Do you reckon he would put VVD in the similar? Would you think he would speak about him the way that you're speaking about him right now? Do you think?
Probably not, because JT
has
to
play there, though, isn't it? That he's not going to want to say
all the best strikers of all time. Like what Hook said is a valid point. Like he had to play against Henry. He had to play against every type of striker, the best striker of all time. He was training against Drogba every day. So that's a big thing for them. Like Izzy, if you speak to Izzy, who would have been the youngest Premier League player ever, he's convinced that Joe Cole's the best kind of, for example, player that he's ever seen, that everyone talks about. And he would tell you that playing against people like Joe Cole, there's no players that are even close to Joe Cole in this day and age, let alone the strikers like Henry and that who we class as the best ever. You know what I'm saying? So when Izzy talks about, he would never say Van Dijk's better than any of these defenders. He would put Sol Campbell better than Van Dijk.
Do you know what? There's one thing you said once, which this is why I think we need to be careful of how we word things. Yeah, you know, you said Van Dijk needed to. You know, when I speak about who's the best, normally everything comes into it. So longevity, ability, trophy.
Yeah, and it comes into the argument like, are you talking prime or overall? Like when I say Van Dijk's the best, I say prime because you see white tape below the shin pads, Van Dijk.
Yeah. With the New Balance, with the New Balance in the
collar.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Munch? Yeah, I've always said ability.
With the collar. Nah.
What I was saying, yeah, ability-wise, yeah, I was saying Van Dijk. I was saying this from time ago, from that season, Mont. Ability-wise, Van Dijk's the best centre back I've seen, yeah. But when you speak about overall, other factors come into it. This is why I had Rio and Terry, not on ability, keywords, never on ability. But this is why I had Rio and Terry kind of ahead of him at one point, because not only they were one of the best we've seen in the Prem, they also had the accolades over it. That's why Van Dijk needed an extra Prem and probably even needs one more or extra Champions League just to properly solidify him. But when you say who's the best centre back you've seen ability-wise, it's Van Dijk. But I don't always like the trophy talk, though, because trophy shouldn't also always quantify your ability. Because for me, after Van Dijk, Gabriel's currently now the best centre back in the league. He's won nothing. Do you get? But then you might get some City fans and that say, yeah, but Diaz is better than because he's won Prems. I hate that. Just because you've lifted trophies doesn't mean you're automatically better than a next man, because we could start plucking out stupid examples like players that have won bare stuff and a player that's won nothing, but then you just know with your eyes that player is clear of the other player. I don't like when people use the trophy talk.
Roms, and this is why I don't really like having these conversations online, because, like, for example, if I was to say, I had to be very clear. I'm not saying this because Liverpool fans, North Korea, all up in the place. It's long, but if someone was to say Tony Adams is better than Virgil van Dijk, they would say, but Tony Adams has never won a Champions League. But then the same people that would say that are the same people that would say R9 is clear of Henry, but R9 never won a Champions League. So this is why I don't like having these. Yeah, but I don't like having really I don't really like having conversations about who's better than who, because at the end of the day, there's never a right answer. Do you know what I mean? And you're either going to be with the crowd or you're going to be against the crowd, innit? And it just becomes a point scoring kind of exercise.
But that's what football's about, though.
Yeah, it's about debate, and it's even like the Messi. You know what, Dees? Even like the
Messi and Ronaldo debate lasted for 20 years.
No, but even now, this brings us to my point. Obviously, if you're Messi, Ronaldo, man, cool. I'm a Messi guy, but I've heard Ronaldo, man, wanting to link up with Messi guys. Bro, they go mad, bro. This is what I mean. This is the thing with football. You're always going to have a difference. The thing is, yeah, my boy said to me the other day, yeah, but if you know ball, everyone knows Messi's the best ever. But then it's like, hold on, you're saying that, but there's a bag of Ronaldo fans that you've not spoke to that will argue night and day, explaining why CR7's the GOAT, and they'll have their examples and they'll probably have their arguments and things they can bring up as well. But just because you think something's a general consensus doesn't mean that's actually what it is. Because sometimes when I say, listen, people know Messi's the best in that, you get CR7 fans wanting to do X, Y, Z, and this, that, and other. And that's just an example. I remember back in the day, sometimes when you have debates with, this is why I'm kind of annoyed about social media now, because I hate when you have player A and player B. You say player A is better, and people automatically think you think B is crap, and that's not what you said. You've literally just said you have a preference. Do you get? See, back in the day when we're in the playground and whatnot, like, you could generally have your debates, and you don't have to go to socials and whatnot to kind of influence your decision. You would have debates because you will literally just be watching it with your brethren, and you can obviously make up your own stuff. But nowadays, it's like, oh, you said A is better than B, but no, I rate both of them, bro. I just think one's better than the other.
There are some statements that are like clear as day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tony Adams is nowhere near Van Dijk. I'm saying I don't care what people think. That's a foolish statement.
I didn't. Then you got other statements
like Ronaldinho, for example. Like, what's more debatable is Ronaldinho is better than Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, they're the ones that people be like, oh, how come Ronaldinho to me will always be better than Cristiano Ronaldo? You understand?
Yeah, but this is what I mean. It should be down to who you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we should have I don't know, like, the conversation about who's, like, how do you prove who's factually better?
This is my point, Hooks. Do you get it? Like,
you can't prove who's factually better. So, like, I feel like it's just better to have conversations about who.
And do you know what? Like. People shoot themselves in the foot, because Messi fans will say, I think Messi's the best player I've ever seen. I'll put that out there. But if you say to Messi fans say he's the best ever, why? He won 8 Ballon d'Ors. But then you need to be consistent, because if you now have another player debate where the player you think's better didn't win a Ballon d'Or, your argument's now flawed. It's now flawed straight away.
Specific with your argument. As I said, everyone has preferences and popular and unpopular opinions. In terms of, as I said, the Suarez one's an unpopular opinion on my part. You know, a lot of people put like Rio and Terry and that over Van Dijk for the argument that these put towards us just now. You know, I even think Busquets personally is the best defensive midfielder to grace the league personally. That's my. I don't think that's even like a debate. People put other. There's loads of other. Don't get me wrong. There's competitors, but I just think no one's ever had a better brain.
This is why the trophy thing's done, because City. I've heard this, but last summer City fans will say, But where's Busquets Ballon d'Or? But there's context. He was playing with Messi, and you see what I mean. Trophies.
There's of course.
Trophies.
The whole point of football though is to have these debates, because I would want to know, like, when you say Busquets is the best DM, who would you put in that bracket with him?
Kante, Makalele.
Makalele's in there.
I think you would say Makalele,
Kante's in there. Those are the two that come to my mind.
You're putting people like Pirlo and people like that in there.
I think Pirlo is there as well, but I think as a brand, he's bigger than like Kante and that. But for me, Pirlo's there as well. But in terms of that like DM position, bro, I just don't think.
Bro, Pirlo as a control like Pirlo
is crazy though. But
bro, I wish I could actually like make Pirlo be young again, so I could just watch him play football.
Yeah, I mean, you could even throw Clarence Seedorf in there, but even though he wasn't like a proper six, but Clarence, people say that Clarence Seedorf was actually better than all these guys. There are pros. None of these guys get near Clarence Seedorf.
How about this month?
They put him with what's my man with the they put him in the Ruud Gullit conversations. That's where they put Seedorf. You know, that's who they go when pros speak about Seedorf. That's where they actually put him. Like they go,
Seedorf's up there, bro. You don't remember Seedorf, do you? You don't remember him.
You get it? Like
I only remember.
There's no player in the Premier League now better than Seedorf.
No, of course not.
I only remember when he got big. Do you get it? I didn't see prime Seedorf. Do you know what I mean,
bro? I'm saying the way the pros talk about Seedorf, because Seedorf for me didn't have the same like. He didn't have the same.
It's like even my. This is why trophies are slightly important as well, though. It's like even my dad. My dad said one of the best tens, one of his best favorite ever plays is Riquelme, but his longevity was so short. Like when
his move didn't work out as well. And
he's beefing with Van Gaal, and Van Gaal didn't like him and weren't starting him for Barcelona. But my dad will always tell me them 2-3 years at his peak. There was not a lot of tens at that time,
bro. But Rom, this is what I mean when I say like
he didn't win a lot. So
when a move doesn't go the perfect way for someone nowadays, I do think it's amplified more than when it would like back then, because back then there were players at the top of their game whose moves didn't go the greatest. Like Ronaldinho's AC Milan move was still good, but it wasn't like he wasn't in his prime like he was in his Barcelona move, which is fair, because sometimes, as I said, the Brazilians I've always feel like age a little bit quicker than everyone else in terms of their footballing longevity. But like for me, you're gonna say I'm being biased. Everyone's gonna say it's a bias. I think Thiago Alcantara is not far off of like if we're talking ability and what like for Bayern and for Barcelona, maybe not so much Liverpool, brother. He is up there with the all-time greats. If you have a like. Thiago Alcantara is one of the greatest, in my opinion.
You need to retitle this nostalgia.
We can change the title, but I'm just saying, like Thiago Alcantara can chat to Lamps, Gerrard. He can chat to them, man. You know, I'm sorry, he can chat to them, man.
Only because of longevity, he can't.
No, but you know what,
bro? Thiago Alcantara can chat to some of the greatest.
Yeah. In terms of that's the reason why they started getting rid of the Xavi and moving those guys on. That's the reason why.
Like, bro, I'm just saying. You see that dying breed of the Iniestas. You know the Iniestas. Like Thiago was like the dying kind of breed. Like even Cesc Fabregas, bro. Cesc Fabregas.
After Gerrard, my favorite centre midfielder.
Like Cesc Fabregas.
People don't give him enough respect.
Fabregas can't chat to them.
He's an alien. He's an alien. Like Cesc Fabregas. These guys, bro.
Fabregas can't chat to them.
Wait, can't chat to you?
Fabregas can't chat to Iniestas and all that.
He can't chat to Iniesta.
He can chat to the Premier League sentiment. I have Fabregas ahead of
Fabregas don't get in the Premier League 11.
Mine he does. I'm sorry.
No way.
For him to be doing what he's doing at 21 in that,
he don't get in there, bro.
Come back and win back to back. Come back and win Prems as well. But the thing is, I just said, as I said, that for me, like as I said, Thiago can chat to the Premier League greats, bro. I don't care what no one says in it. Thiago can chat.
The moves are very important. A player's moves are very important because at PSG,
of course,
some say that JJ Okocha was better than Ronaldinho. One ends up at Bolton, the other AC Milan,
Barcelona.
So
Barcelona,
I think that moves do play a part in the player's
career.
Spot on,
Hooks.
And also the way people kind of peter out at the latter ends of their career. I think sometimes people dwell on that too much, like Yaya Toure, because of the way he kind of fizzled out at Man City. People forget that Yaya Toure's prime weren't far off of the big three. You know what I'm talking about when I say the big three, innit?
Eden Hazard as well. Eden Hazard once. You know that's my guy, bro. At his peak, it was only Messi and Ronaldo that were better than him. Let's keep it a buck, bro.
Shout out the South Stand, really. Let me get to these super chats quickly before because I like this conversation.
The Hook said better than who?
No, who was he talking about? And better than who?
Yo, Tory.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me get to these supers as well. Big up the chat for the supers. I hope you lot I put W's in the chat if you guys are enjoying this type of chat. Then obviously, like, you know,
sorry, and Neymar. Sorry, chat. Neymar's my favorite ever player. So
Neymar for me, Neymar's one of the most disrespected ballers of all time. But
Neymar's nowhere near any of these guys, man.
That again,
we need to do a separate stream. We need to do
a separate stream for that one. The Neymar things, shout out, it's Mikey goes, yo, D, stay off the weed. I think he was talking about that's referring to the Van Dijk. Shout out, it's Mikey goes, name me the top strikers VVD has gone up against in his era. What are you on about? I seen Rio and Terry playing against Drogba, RVP, Suarez, Ronaldo. Wait, but when you say gone up against, you know these man broke up Rio because Rio was in his older years. Rio was older these times. You're telling me about Messi used to broke up Rio. Messi used to broke him up. Why man, I'm like you didn't broke up Rio. Have you seen Rio speak about brother? These men you're saying used to go up against. Are we talking go up against or we talk about dominate?
What I would say, Mons.
No, but I would say, Mons, you're going up against
that era of late.
VVD played against a lot of these men as well, you know. Please,
he did, but like you said, towards the back end of their career, because if you go late 90s, early noughties,
like the back end of the career, the man that the Messi's and that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was gonna say, if you go like late 90s, early noughties. I didn't obviously watch all these men in their peak, but you can just do your research. The R9s, the Henrys, the Zlatans, Shevchenkos, the Diguet, the Batistuta, all them strikers. This is why some people say they can't hold VVD to that regard because he wasn't playing against the era of the best nines. I don't agree with the argument, but I get the argument. 100% get the arguments because late 90s and early 2000s, for me, when you look back, had the best nines. And when you look at what they could do, and whatnot, I think their nines then were better than the nines now.
Shout out Ennis, you go T, blink twice if you're in danger.
I'll get held to ransom, bro. Trust me, bro. I've seen all of these guys, man. That's the best I've seen, bro. Trust me.
Shout out Tang Yang with the $10 super chat. Big up your damn self. He goes, I think you have to take into consideration the players those other defenders face. Van Dijk is class. I will pay to see Van Dijk versus Ronaldo to see the battle. I'm thinking he's talking about R9 and not see it because he's come up.
For me, that's the only player I don't think he can handle. You know,
the level of attack.
R9 at Inter Milan R9 is chefing.
What R9 was better for you?
Chefing up.
Hooks. What R9 was better? What R9 was better for you? PSV, Inter, or Barca? Because they were his top three clubs. When he was about
for me, I don't know. For me, I really like the Inter R9.
Inter Milan. Because you know the step over, the step over drop and the keeper drop.
Tells me PSV. He said PSV R9.
You know that one step over and the drop on the shoulder, the keeper would just get left every time.
Bad up, bare man. No, it was dark. It was dark. I am sorry.
You know what used to kill me?
Too dark,
do you know what's not really said about Arnhem? Very rarely spoken about. You know, like he got all the goals he got, and he still missed chances. You know, and he still like go watch 90 minutes back. You know, he'd miss a couple of sitters sometimes, and man would just laugh it off and then just go take on 3-4 man and smack it bins straight after.
But even KJ saying his stats says PSV. Apparently, PSV he was as good, if not better than Inter. Obviously, I don't know. I weren't about them times, but PSV. I'm hearing at 18, he got over 40 goals in a season or something.
He was kept off, man. He was how does Van Dijk fare against? You remember Inter Milan Adriano when he was on Pro Evolution Soccer, bro? When the guy was strong blood.
I used to have him and Rakova. Yeah, not a female guy.
Man said Adriano.
The strikers, the quality of strikers back then is definitely better than the quality of strikers back now. So
I think if there's two hooks, I think if there's two strikers,
but I think the average defender now is better than the average defender then because of sports science and everything like that.
Do you know what? If there's two, if I have to be honest here, and I'm bad.
No way. Average defender back then, bro.
No. I think the best defenders back then were better. The top defenders back then are better than the top defenders now. But the average defender, they were bare fish and chips defenders back then. Bare.
No. The average defender now is way worse than the average defender then.
Not for me.
Of course it is. Look at the England team. You got John Stones and Gahey.
I'm talking about the average.
You got people like Tarkowski.
That's not the players representing that.
You got what, who did Tarkowski play? Who did Tarkowski play with? Who did Tarkowski play with at Everton? Tarkowski and who was it again? At Burnley.
Burnley. Ben Mee.
You got Ben Mee. You got. Bro, come on, bruv. Back then, the standard, the Lescotts and all them, man. Lescott would have been the main England centre back now.
Back to what I was saying, yeah. The only two strikers I think that would have, in my opinion, given him Van Dijk hell is literally R9 and Henry. But is he Henry? When you hear him speak, he does the humble thing. I hear Henry a year ago say, "I can't lie, I don't know how I would have done against Van Dijk." It was waxing lyrical about him, but Henry's just saying that he waxes lyrical about I think anyone, because if they played him in his prime, he's probably tearing them up as well. But they're the only two.
You see when he was talking that when I can't remember who asked him, but someone asked him about is he chefing up Kyle Walker? You know,
Henry.
In the race. Yeah, Henry, and he's
Grealish asked that.
Yeah, you're like, what? Me? Like,
He said, yeah, he would.
Like,
that's what
the thing is, yeah, Henry is two of the. I think it depends on what you talk to him about, but Henry now is more humble. But if Henry was in his prime,
that's what I'm saying.
The game now.
Yeah.
And you asked him, what's he doing against Van Dijk? But he's telling you, I'm chefing him up every time.
Of course he's going to say that. But Henry, you're talking about one of the greatest strikers of all time, though.
Then we speak about what, in your opinion, the best defender of all time. So it's,
Van Dijk,
it's a very
defender. Yeah, who do you think wins that 1v1?
That's what I'm saying. Those arguments are different.
Bro, no, I'd always favor the attacking. Defenders are there to get bun up, bro.
Henry's a different breed, man.
No, but I cool.
Listen, Henry's destroying. Look what he's destroying Ramos. He's destroying PK. He's moving to Cannavaro. He's battering up all these men as well, bro. Don't think he's running straight past Nesta.
But you know what? You got to remember, it's not always.
This is a question for you, yeah. 2003 Henry versus 2019 Van Dijk. That is crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, safe.
That's crazy.
I don't know who's winning that.
Crazy.
I'm interested. Who wins that?
2019 Van Dijk.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I think Henry's a serious guy, and I think Van Dijk's a serious guy. That's a tough one because Van Dijk can match him for pace as well.
Yeah, I think it will be one of those battles where Henry walks away with a goal and an assist, but the game probably ends 2-2 and you say it was a good battle.
That might walk away with a goal and assist. That's the difference.
Yeah. That might the goal. He's a bullet header.
He's on that. He's on competing. You know what I'm saying? He never hides. He never shies away. He's a serious guy, bro.
You see that 40-yard daisy cut he played through the Arsenal midfield on Sunday.
Yeah, run like that 3-4 times. You know that through the lines pass is disgusting.
He can only do it lofted. He can do it on the ground as well.
He's that guy, bro. He's that guy. And we always try to find a reason why he's not. That's what people like to do. They always try to find a reason why he's not, but he is that guy. The same way Henry's been regarded as that guy, Van Dijk is going to be regarded as that guy. It's as simple as that.
No one comes, in my opinion, no one
comes to do with Gerrard. That's what people try to do with Gerrard. They try to make Gerrard not that guy, but Gerrard is that guy, fam. He's that guy. Like, it's Vieira and Gerrard. That's it. No one else is getting it.
No Scholes in there?
I'm not taking that Gerrard or Vieira. So if Scholes wants to play, he can play with Vieira and Gerrard. Are not coming out of that team.
How can these say I'm not taking out Gerrard?
No, none of them are coming out of the team, bro.
I like my players multifunctional. Thank you very much.
Gerrard and Vieira can't leave the team. They're in that team, bro.
Trust me. Of course. He's always watching.
Chelsea are gonna back their guy.
Still. One centre back we actually didn't mention out of all those names was Carvalho, though. We didn't actually mention Carvalho.
He can't compete with these, man.
Hey, shout out Mike. He says Rio had to go against 91 goal season. Messi, he played against the greatest Barca team ever. VVD is good, but please calm down. Bro, but Rio was getting broke up these times because the back end of his career getting broke up.
Do you remember what Bale did to him?
What the? Fam. Rio was getting Brock up these times, bro. Bro, I'm telling you right now.
Wait, Mons, didn't they make Rio go to QPR?
Weren't Phil Jones playing can't Phil Jones say I played against these men as well, bro? Just please allow me in it. Like, there's playing against them and locking man up. I'm not having a conversation about you had to play against them. Tell me you locked them up. And yes, Rio did lock a lot of these guys up, by the way. But when we're talking about 91 goal Barcelona, man was aging and daging them times, innit? I'm not trying to hear that.
Oh, they sent him to QPR.
Listen,
Rio was cool. Rio was a serious guy, you know what I'm saying? Man can't deny he's a serious guy.
I want to know your Premier League 11.
Rio was a joke, bro.
I want to know your Premier League 11. I mean, I feel like your midfield similar to mine because we already got two out there.
We can do it after this if you want.
I'm down, bro.
What we got to wait for a stream for? We can do it. We're on the stream now.
I'm down.
Shout out. What's there to say with the 2-1 super chat? He says Van Dijk didn't get any credit before Celtic.
That's kind of true still. When he was at I'm going to butcher the name, Groningen, that Dutch team, you weren't really getting it. If I'm being honest, I first heard of Van Dijk from a free kick he scored for Celtic. Then I started Old Firm's the only game I watched from Scotland this weekend. It was poor. I don't know if you got locked in, but that game was abysmal. No one was even making normally when you look into Old Firm, the camera's shaking, they're shouting and that. Bro, this Old Firm was dead, but I only knew Van Dijk through Old Firm derbies, and he bagged the free kick, I think, a week before they played Rangers and that. But I didn't know about him before that.
I don't know. So listen, sometimes I think, as I said, Van Dijk he won't be there to save the day, and then man will spend a whole week talking about Van Dijk like he's Scott Dan. Like, it don't make sense. Do
you know what happens? And you said it earlier in the stream.
No, this is Scott Dan, by the way, but sorry, Palace fans. No, this is Scott Dan.
Do you know what, Mons? Van Dijk will have a sublime 88 minutes. But he might have 2 minutes where he's off the boil, but that's all that the rivals will remember. Oh, he had a dead game. Remember this instant. What about the other 88 minutes where he was flawless? Do you get it? That you're not going to remember that kind of thing. So
yeah, bro. But listen, shout out, Mike goes 2 unpopular opinions. Pogba is the most complete midfielder I've seen. That's not a crazy shout. Lampard is not close to Gerrard on Scholes talent-wise.
Gerrard's the most complete midfielder.
Yeah. And the Lampard shout's not crazy. Lampard is a machine goal scorer, though. Like, he was a machine.
He's very intelligent. He might have been the most intelligent still. Like, he just knew where to be. But I'm just saying, Chelsea fans, Mourinho was desperate for Gerrard to play alongside him. That's for me where the debate kind of ends, bro. That if he was really content, and he already had Makelele and all these players around him, so the Gerrard and Lampard debate's not even a debate, in my opinion.
Shout out Tang Yang with the super chat. He goes, because of the level of ballers at the time, I used to watch all leagues to watch a particular player, but now I couldn't care less. And shout out It's Mike. He says, what I would say is that it's harder for the average defender now as they have to defend higher up, so it's more so they're more susceptible to 1v1s. And Mike, I appreciate. That's why I fuck Mike. This is why I fuck with Mike still, because he's balanced, isn't it? He can say he doesn't rate Van Dijk the way everyone else does, but he's balanced with it. It's true though. The defenders of these days, the way they have to defend isn't.
Is Van Dijk not defending in these days though?
No, that's what. No, he's saying that like nowadays the defenders are defending in a way that's a bit harder because it's like higher up and it's not like 4-4-2 kind of thing.
Yeah, but Van Dijk still finds it easy.
Oh yeah, Van Dijk. Listen, you know what I'm saying. Henry versus 2025 Tarkowski is what I want to see.
What I'm saying, Ennis, bro. Henry against Ben Mee and Michael Keane and what's these guys' names? Kivior. Come on, man. Man playing against what's the guy Mamadavashvili and Kusanov and all that man there, bro.
No, bro. Do you know what I don't like? I'm sorry. You see the way. No. I get it. There are some.
Playing against Matt Target. No. Hold on, guys. Come on, man. Can't be playing against Matt Target. You're man, fix Matt Target.
You know why? This guy's. How about this? Cast your mind back to some of the defenders you used to see back then. Think about
serious, bro.
No, man. Cast your mind.
Henry versus Tyrone Mings would be mental.
Why you got all the Tyrone Mings? They got Paul Torres. You know what I'm saying? You got like. Who else do they got there, man? Come on, man. Let's be serious.
Bro,
Kieran Trippier and all that, man.
Who was the centre backs for Newcastle? Who was the centre backs for Newcastle back then?
Titus Bramble.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you right now, man. Guys like Kudicini and them man there, like
I'll tell you,
you remember flipping Chancellor when Bember and them man there?
The chat's killing me. I don't forget that.
That's more than that, bro.
Hey. I need the chat to tell me keep going with the centre back.
No, man. Listen, D. Put the Winston Reid in the bag, innit? Put the Winston Reid in the bag, innit? Just put the Winston Reid in the bag. I ain't hearing it. No, allow me, cuz. No, allow me, fam.
Man like Tony Hibbert and that.
Wait, who's Leeds in centre back?
No, allow me, innit?
I don't even know.
Who's Burnley centre back?
James Collins and that, bro. I'm not saying nothing about Kieran Clark because man played against Kieran Clark the other day. So shout out Kieran Clark.
Drogba against Murillo.
Man chatting out like Pascal Seagal and that. Pascal Seagal and that. You know what I'm saying?
Drogba against Murillo's crazy.
Bro, no. As I said, bro, who remembers this back line? Eric Peters and that. Beardsley and that. What? Beardsley right back in that. Stoke days, bro. Allow me in it. Allow me, bro. Just allow me.
Ryan Shawcross in that.
Your guy, man.
Shawcross and that. Senderos and that, bro. Man said Ruben Robin
let me tell you a joke here. Burnley's centre backs here this season are Maxim Esteve, Jordan Bayer, and Joe Worrell and Hidrmar Ekdal.
I'll give it a rest, man. Go read the defenders back then, bro.
Henry is going to. You know what we'll do? He'll pick them up.
Go read me the Watford centre backs. 20 years ago. Read me the Watford centre backs.
What?
Read me the Watford centre backs 20 years ago. Go on.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
I can Google it if you want.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
I'll do it right now. But it'll be better than.
I said Mariappa and that fucking Cathcart and that. Cathcart.
Don't even sound as funny. Don't even sound as funny.
Nah, man. Allow me, bro. Britos, Cathcart, and them man there. Just give it a rest, man.
You don't even sound as funny.
Bro, please, man. I'm just not hearing it, innit? I'm not hearing it, bro.
All right, Colaccini. Yeah. Let's go.
I said Colaccini as well.
He's the brother with the afro, innit?
Yeah.
Federico
Fernandez and that.
Bro, Colaccini's the one that was right up, pause, but behind Suarez, controls it on his shoulder, sits the keeper down.
Man said David Wheater. This is what I'm saying, bro. Man said the centre backs back then weren't as good as the average ones back now.
Yeah, bro. The fish and chips defenders. Man said Yobo's killing me.
Crazy.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. I said I'm just not hearing.
Who's in goal for England? England, you got big like Nick Pope and that on the bench. It's crazy.
Bro, allow me, man. Not like we didn't see Rob Green. We didn't see Rob Green in that, bro. Allow me, G.
Crazy. Rob Green's better than all three of them, bro.
Nah, he ain't, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he went better than Joe Hart, bro.
Rob Green's better than all three of them, bro.
Just allow me, innit?
What World Cup did you go to? You went to a World Cup under Capella.
Allow me, bro.
I think 2010 he was there.
Yeah, I'm saying. I said Babiaro, you lot taking an absolute piss, fam. You lot taking
crazy.
You're not taking the piss. Shout out for some reason. He goes, some of these nostalgia centre backs would look like scrubs playing in high lines and inside forwards. Art gets more expensive with time is the coldest football analogy I've heard. Big up D.
What did he say? Oh yeah, come on, my guy.
Is that what you said? D. Art gets more expensive with time.
Come on, my broski.
So that goes against the argument of the fish and chips defenders, then.
What do you mean? How?
If art gets more expensive with time, doesn't that mean that you're saying that the defenders now, like, it's harder for them now because they're in, like, everything's all.
It gets more expensive with time. So the ones back then are obviously more valuable now. We're still in the present months. Think, mate.
Fair. I thought you meant the other way around.
Okay, no, man, you're on fan analysis for no reason, bro. Okay, no.
You got me. Shout out by him. He says Van Dijk, Nesta, Cafu, Maldini, Vieira, Gerrard, Zidane, Henry, left, Salah right up top. Is this his like 11?
What's he saying?
Maybe it's
Van Dijk.
That's not a bad 11, bro. That's not a bad 11. But I think
Van Dijk,
no Iniesta, Xavi, or Busquets is crazy though. And I can't see Messi's name.
Salah in there. My boy Salah in there. You got no Salah.
Go back to
I
that.
just didn't want to say it. They'll
Go
stop.
back to that.
I just didn't want to say
I don't know about Salah. I don't know about Salah on the right.
just didn't want to say it.
He pressed enter. I can't believe a man enter and a super chat. He paid for it.
No, I can't.
Do you know what's the funniest thing about this? You know the funniest thing about this 11? There's some quality players, but who's in goal? I can't see no keeper.
There's no keeper.
There's no keeper.
And no Messi, and he paid £5 to put no goalkeeper in the team is crazy.
Oh, him, broski.
You need to save that super chat forever. I need that. You need to send me that. I need that super. No, I need to see it on the screen for longer. It needs to be up for longer. It needs to, bruv. It can't go down so early. It can't go down so early.
All right, Salabi in there is crazy to me.
Hooks, I didn't want to say it. I'm trying to beat the allegation.
Bro, I'll be real. You can't have Messi. No Messi and Salah there.
Yeah,
I don't want to leave my boy in it, like, but it's so mad. So,
no Messi and no goalkeeper is crazy. But I hate this thing. Paying £5 to do that is mad as well.
All right, listen. We do need to spend about at least 5 minutes on what we're kind of looking at from Arsenal. Do you lot think Arteta's actually gonna loosen up in terms of his style of play? Or do you think just the arrival of Eze is just going to help that in general?
I'll let Hooks answer because he doesn't like talking about past football and debates, does he? You know what I mean? So
what?
Let Hooks do it.
What? How did we get here? I like the past more than the present, but I don't know, man.
Oh, so on Hooks, before you go, you lot as well. Smash the likes, by the way. We've had about 7 bills in here for most of the stream, so just under 7 bills. So you lot, make sure you smash the like button as well and subscribe to the man. I don't know how many likes we're on, but I expect us to. You get it, to be hitting that like button.
What I've done to stay here for half an hour, you need to say thank you to me because what I've created, I
appreciate it. It's your fault. You just we supposed to talk about Arsenal, Liverpool. You just like, oh, VVD. I know. Man didn't even warn me. He's like, yeah, VVD is the best of all time. No one can chat.
I know.
You know what? Thank you though.
That's what I do though, man. I bring the chaos, man. That's what I do though. You know this, man.
Facts though. But this happens on Title Talk. The Title Talk is the show of tangents.
I was saying thank you because I like nostalgia talks and I like to bring up.
We had the Henry debate. It was Title Talk. The Henry debate.
Yeah. And then we did the Hoyson and
That's what I
was killing me. The Troops and D were looking at each other like, "What's this guy on?"
Yeah, that's what
you know what's bad. Sorry to bring that up. You know what's bad. Once they got proven right because he's been starting every game.
Every game, bro.
Every game. I can't lie.
He's just starting every game.
That's how I know Real Madrid are tired, though, man. Them man are tired, bro.
Once even spoke about that since.
Bro, these men are tired, bro. These men are tired, isn't it?
It's his Saboz's thing. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Everywhere I've been,
and the thing is, you know, I like he was so bold about it and on his own, so it's clear it was just him. I saw Cam the other day try to claim a bit of it as well. He goes, "Yeah, I saw him trying to claim a little piece of it because he was like, yeah, when me and Monster was talking about Saboz's no, Kaz. This was
literally, bro, on Twitter, on other streams, I say shout.
I saw Cam trying to claim a little bit. I saw him trying to claim a little bit. I saw him.
Trying to grab a little pinch. He wanted a pinch.
I see, and his eyes lit up. His eyes lit up. I see it the other day. Cam was like,
it's $1 million shout. It's $1 million shout. What Mon's done, and it's obvious that it's just him. You know what I mean? I was trying to claw onto it a little bit, but I couldn't find an avenue in. I couldn't find it in. I'll
be real, Months. Ban has the reference sheet anywhere I go with that, bro. Because I thought you were mad. I thought you were going crazy, bro. So was that right?
Yeah, he done it.
I thought you were going mad.
That's right. It was a mad, bro. I think I've done one, but not good enough. I need one, man. I need a big one. You
do have one, though.
I'm mad random.
I have the Rice Camavinga one.
Saka in the 10. That's your team.
That's not been proven yet, though. It's not been proven.
Do you know what it is? Your manager has to be bold enough to do it. Like Scott was actually bold enough to actually run it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I was wrong. Until it was right. I was just strong and wrong. But a part of me thought, maybe we'll never get to see him we'll never see Szoboszlai go right back because he will never have as many injuries for him to have to do it. But it actually happened, and I was like, wait, this guy's fucking cold. And I knew it.
Yeah, you done it, man.
Yes, you do know now. Frimpong and Bradley have to fight. They have to fight tooth and nail.
Yeah, they gotta go get their chains back.
Yeah, they gotta
go get their chains back. Like, because we all know when the gaffer you see when the gaffer asks you to play out of position in the team you play for, you don't want to play too well. You know?
Hooks made me die. Hooks.
Hooks is Davian.
Hooks is an idiot.
What did he say? I missed it. What did he say?
No, because I said I need a big one, but he's instead of him talking about it, he just put it in the chat just to let everyone know that what I said. I mean, it's cold. It's cold.
Wait,
the way he done that was cold still. The way he done that was cold still.
That's sly, you know. He could have just said pause. He could have just did this.
He wanted maximum exposure. Maximum exposure.
Eyes everywhere on pause, eyes on it.
And he didn't even talk about it. He didn't say nothing, you know. He just typed and left it like, he didn't even laugh.
And he just sat back like no one would cook it, you know.
But to be fair, I need a big shot like that though.
It's bro. Sometimes just go with what you feel, and like that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy wire as well.
Yeah,
bro.
I've done that. Though. I've
Hey, go with what you feel is mad.
Yeah, go with what you feel is crazy.
What's your crazy shout, Hooks, that you think is gonna come to you? Because you ain't had any. You've had a couple howls.
Wait, what are you talking about? I said Saka 10 before you, bro. So that's the first.
My
thing.
days.
That's the first thing. There's evidence of it. It's online.
How did you say Saka 10 before me?
It's online. It's online.
Yeah, we'll find out, man. We'll find
online.
out.
I said it when he came back from injury. I was telling man he needs to play in the 10.
Oh, you didn't.
Well, hey, ask George. George can confirm because he was on the streams with me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to confirm with Jules. He's not.
And my thing is, and everyone tells me no. Dowman should already be a starter.
No, but that's not an intricate, clever kind of maneuver like Monster's one. Monster's one is a bit more. You know what I mean? It makes it's not I mean it's
but Mons didn't say it because he thought
that Dowman should be starting. So when he starts, you say, yeah, I said Dowman should start.
I didn't say what do you mean?
Like Mons didn't say it because he thought that Szoboszlai could play right back. Mons said it because
yes, he did.
No, he was trying to find a place for Szoboszlai to play because he doesn't want him in the midfield.
But what he did was tactical now. That's happening now. That's football knowledge.
It's actually completely different.
Not really. Because I said I specifically don't want him in the 10. I've asked Roms. I've not minded Szoboszlai played in the 8, where he doesn't have to
8 and right back. That's what Monts always said. 8 and right back still.
Yeah, I said 8 and right back is where this man will play. Yeah, and I said preferably I want him playing right back because the thought behind it was just that anytime this guy's in and around the box, he gets a nosebleed. He gets a nosebleed, bro.
Idea is funny.
Yeah, hate a Hooks. Hate a Hooks.
He just gets a nosebleed. I looked at his stature and I thought this guy would be a cold and also I'll be honest. My saying was everyone thinks this guy's the Hungarian Gerrard and really he's our Hungarian Milner. And where did Milner play?
And the good thing about it is he ended up scoring the free kick. He did the dummy for Newcastle winner, and then he scored the free kick against Arsenal. So it's just come to just throw it, just like Monster's proved the point.
And it's that I didn't want Sobo in the 10 because he needs time to see the pass. Sobo's like, it's not that he can't pass. It's not that he's not got the intelligence to make his mind up quick enough. He can execute a lot, brother. Did you see the crossfield pass he played in that game against you?
Yeah, he was wavy.
So, bro,
you know, I had a take on. You know, you're just saying, D, that what's your big take that you think could come true and whatnot? I had to rectify it though. I was saying it on Midday Live. I said once Gay becomes a Liverpool player, I think either January or next summer. Yeah, once he becomes a Liverpool player, but at the time because it was on deadline day, I thought we would sign him that day. If we was to go for a back four crisis, I don't know, Van Dijk, Canary, or Leone, any of them, I can see him. Sorry, not a back four crisis, a midfield crisis. So let's say Gravenberch and McAllister were to both get injured or something, and he didn't want to play Endo there. I could see a world where Gay he plays DM. The whole panel laughed at me in it, but the translation between centre back and DM isn't.
Gahey playing DM is abysmal. Shout.
I don't think it's mad. If you got an injury crisis there, do you think that's mad?
Right back was abysmal. Trust me, they all sound abysmal. By the way,
Mons, can you see it though? Can you see it, Mons? If let's say McAllister. If I'm a madman, call me a madman. Same way I called you a madman.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. But that one's bad.
Is it mad? You can call me mad.
Crazy. That sounds
I
mad.
think it's mad, isn't it? I can't lie. I think
he can't even pass up from the back. How's he gonna do
that one? Reeks, isn't it?
Look, Reece agrees with me. If we get a mass injuries in the midfield,
you need to focus. Reece is not focused, bro.
But as I said, take this from encouragement. The second I said this guy's Sober's a right back, man, them were looking at me like I come out the madhouse, innit? They're looking at me like I come out the madhouse. Bro.
I can't get over the gay he's sending me filthy. I'm not gonna let you just bypass that.
No, not sending me. Don't twist me. DM. Not sending me. Not sending me. DM.
I can't believe Rob said to play Gahey in attacking midfield role. It's crazy. I can't believe.
It's mad.
You know what he's doing. I said DM.
Gahey attacking midfield is crazy. I can't.
You know what I will say. You know this. First they call you crazy, then they ask you how you thought about how you did.
Yeah, they call you crazy. Then they ask you how you done it.
But as I said, as D said, bro, I wouldn't go as far as say it's $1 million shout. The Sober's like right back, but it was definitely a shout.
That's one of the best $1 million shouts that we've had on YouTube in the last 5 years. I would say comfortably.
100%.
Potentially longer.
You know, there's even more context. That was a title-winning midfield three that was balanced, and you want to take him out of his position. That's why it was, bro. It was.
Nah, it's $1 million shout. That shout gets proven in Liverpool, who are a title-winning team. So it's like it's like a real football shout that ended up working out. There's not many that I've seen like that. You know, sometimes you just got to give credit and just say what it is. There's not many shouts that have come true like that. Like Gahey in attacking midfield role. I'm looking to see how you're going to implement that one. I'm going to try and see how
the way you're twisting.
No, I'm joking. No, DM, Gahey the DM though. That sounds nasty, but let's see if it comes true.
Someone's
got to do a lot to beat the Szoboszlai right back though, man. I'm looking for one. I'm looking.
It's a timing thing, isn't it?
Like that.
You know what it is, bro? It will hit you in it. There's just gonna be a time where it's gonna hit you in it. It's one of them ones where you don't think of a shout that's gonna be unpopular. You'll just wake up and go, "This guy's a fucking right back." You know?
Yeah, but because of how big that shout was, it's overshadowed all the poor stuff you've done over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to say that.
I've had some stinkers too. I've had some stinkers.
Yeah, but that's level one. That's level one.
I've actually had some stinkers.
That's Van Dijk level.
But listen, you lot, we're gonna end it there. This is a great show. Title Talk will be back next week, obviously, in anticipation of game week 4. Make sure you guys subscribe to FamZone TV. Good to see Dean back on screens as well. You know what I'm saying? We're praying. He's been in our prayers as well. So big up Dean as well. And of course, big up Roms as well. Matt is also going to be back next week as well. So Matt also, Copper should be back as well. Big up everyone in the chat. Can we also just rise us up to 300 likes? We're about 300. We're 35 likes off of 300 likes. And there's been nearly 700 most of the stream. Shout out to the South Stand for the raid later on in the show as well. And we're going to see you at 7:30 for Team of the Season. There is going to be a poll in the Discord whether you want Scrubs of the Season, Team of the Season, overrated Team of the Season, or underrated Team of the Season. There's going to be a poll, so you lot make sure you vote.
I can't believe he's not invited me to that show. I can't believe he's not asked me for that show.
Just for a second, you are invited. Like, there's no like when it comes to these Team of the Seasons, the panel. I like the panel as large as possible. Like large as possible. When man don't want the link, you get the link.
You know how I've deeped it. When you do Team of the Season, there's that 10. You know how you do trench talk. Then man are in little boxes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? So you lot, I'm gonna put the poll up.
When do you say 7:30?
Yeah, 7:30. Yeah, 7:30.
If I get back from my session, if I get back in time, I can't lie. The last half an hour,
you know what, man? We'll probably start at like 8 o'clock.
You know, you months. But you know us. We're trying to group people together. All right, you man. It's you man.
I man them. No,
after that talk, Monty's reputation for lateness is appalling.
Bro, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like Casey.
He weren't late to Sky Sports though. He wasn't late to Sky Sports though. He weren't late to Sky Sports. You know what I mean? He weren't late for that. He was back on time for Sky Sports.
Was that bang on time for Sky Sports? Anyway, shout out for the super chat. He goes Titus Bramble. Titus Bramble. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Well, listen, you lot, look out for that poll. I'll do one if you're not in the Discord. I'll do one on the like the community page as well. So get ready in it. 7:30. Hey, 7:30, man. You're gonna wanna be there, innit? And by the way, it's based on the first 3 games. That's it. None of this.
Yeah, this is gonna be wicked. This is gonna be wicked.
Yeah. I need that link now. You need to send me the link now.
I need it now.
Send it in the private chat. Send it in the private chat.
I need the link now.
Hey, listen, you lot go over to Hooks, innit? It's just redirecting to Hooks. Subscribe to the man. We'll see you lot in the next one, innit? Title talk over and out. Bless up, people.